around the world. My name is Too Fast, and today we'll be playing some more Stepford County Railway. I almost said roleplay again. Ah, it's like third or fourth take, and I've said roleplay and the one before this. Just whatever. um, we'll be driving again. We will be doing Class 720, St. Helens Bridge to Edgemead. We'll start at the Benton Depot. We'll head to St. Helens Bridge, then we'll head all the way up to Edgemead. And we'll just do the one just because we're starting at the Benton Depot. Just because we're starting at the Benton Depot, we'll only do the one run from St. Helens to Edgemead. It just makes a bit more sense to do that. We have two dispatchers today. Not sure where they're at. One's at St. Helens. I don't know where the other one's at. But I'm hoping y'all have a good day. Also, let me know if my model is in the way at all during some of these videos. And I can edit it. I can move it. I can move her. Yeah, I can move my model. The beauty of having multiple monitors on a PC. You know, you get the freedom to have a bunch of stuff open at once. Perfect. Perfectly in Benton. But I have like I can have a bunch of stuff on one. I can have something on one. I can have something in this one right here, which is my game, of course, and then something over here. Of course, you don't see the right or the left ones because those aren't being recorded. It's just my middle one, which has my game on it, my primary right here. Also, eventually I may get better facial tracking, but for now, I'm just going to use the regular one that they have.
Bodin
I'm sorry, I forgot sounds
St.
again.
Helens Bridge.
But we're only
The next
stopping at St.
station
Helens.
is Coxly.
Oh, you're not really missing much outside of the initial announcements, the dings and speeding, or the engine sounds. That's about it. There's not really much sound to miss in this game, just because it's all like repetitive and whatnot, but it is more a railway simulation game, which makes sense. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and just move myself down just a little bit right here. We're gonna make myself just a little bit smaller. There we go. That's a bit better. Alright. Back, brake. Back her down, back her down, back her down.
We will shortly be arriving at Coxly.
Watch your speed coming into the station.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Just reminds me of racing. Speed coming into the pit lane. I don't know if anyone's played racing games here, but
St. Helens Bridge.
I know recently
This train is formed of 5 coaches.
A few years ago I posted some full races of Formula 1 races on here. On YouTube. We're at Coxly. Next stop is Bodin and then St. Helens Bridge. Yeah, this is one of the routes that terminates there. I think it is. Excuse me. I think it is the only route that terminates there. I could be wrong though.
Your attention,
maybe
please.
one of the newer ones from Rayleigh Bay terminates there.
B0724.
but I know off the top of my head the only route is Edgemead to St. Helens Bridge.
The next station
I don't know if one terminates up at Rayleigh Bay
Bodin.
though. I don't think so, just because the way the direction the track is, it doesn't connect up from going to Lynn, only connect up going to Stepford Central. At least that's my assumption. I'm not sure if they're planning. With them already built Rayleigh Bay up, I don't think they're ever going to connect it
We will
from
shortly be arriving
the
at
Stepford way.
Bodin.
They're just going to have it connected from the Lynn
Please
way.
mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Here comes a 390. That's 11 cars. You can hear by the sounds.
St.
That was an
Helens
11 carriage
Bridge
train.
only. This train is formed of 5 coaches.
I'm always too quick for the thing. That's okay. But yeah, that was an 11 carriage train. The 11 carriage 390. The 390/1, I think. Classic. Good old classic train. Good old classic door closing sounds. At least over here. At least over because these. I think this is based off the United Kingdom, with it being based off of just universal time control plus minus zero. Plus minus zero.
St. Helens Bridge.
I think this is based off the United Kingdom. With all the trains and everything. I do like it that they do have that. It's a nice warning. You don't have to have. Of course, it is always nice to have like a dispatcher or guard on the train, just to make sure you have people. You don't have, random people or someone stuck, whatnot, there. Oh, it's all in the form of safety, really, more or less. It's all in the form of safety. It was gonna make sure the train and the tracks are safe, especially because, yeah, it's a lot different than regular. Oh yeah, no, I'm terminating here at
We
St.
will
Helens.
shortly be arriving at St. Helens Bridge.
Depending on the time
Change
of
here
the
for
video, the
services
length
to
of it
Beachley,
will determine if I do
Berrily,
a return route or not.
Stepford Central, Stepford Victoria, and Willowfield. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This train terminates here.
Jumped.
All change, please. Welcome on board this Stepford Connect service.
This
Job.
train is the service from Benton.
Oh, that's just my phone.
This is St. Helens Bridge. All change, please. Thank you for travelling with us today.
If I was the dispatcher here, this is me, I would
The
personally sit
train
at
now
the other
stands
ends.
at Platform 4
'Cause
is
it's
the
terminating the platform also.
0721 Stepford Connect service to
I'll wait.
Edgemead.
I think
Calling
at least for me it
Bodin,
makes it easier just to
Coxly,
stand on
Benton,
the ends,
Benton Bridge.
just to shut that person up for a little bit, so I don't have to hear them. I always like to stand at the end where the buffer is if it's terminating.
Your attention, please. The 0725 Stepford Connect service to Stepford Airport Central has been cancelled. This is due to a member of the train crew being unavailable.
Welcome on board this Stepford Connect service to Edgemead. We will be calling at Bodin, Coxly, Benton.
So we'll be stopping at Bodin, Coxly, Benton Bridge, Hampton Hargate, Waternewton, Leighton, Stepford Road, Leighton City, and Edgemead. So we're just coming out to here, and then, yeah, that'll be the route. Now, depending on how much time this takes, I may do the return. It just depends on how much time this takes. I don't want to try and keep it more than 40 minutes or anything like that. I relatively try and keep it short unless I know it's going to take long. Because some of the routes can take long. I mean, some of them are like 40 to 50 minutes. Because granted, you are driving basically the entire map. More or less. Like in a future video, I'll do the Willowfield to Lynn by the Sea run. In future. I will be doing that. Just for now, I won't be. Maybe in a couple days. I don't know. But
Shortly be arriving.
I will be doing
Bodin.
Willow to Lynn by the Sea in a
Please
class 4
mind the gap between the train and the platform.
One I go 54. The head code. E for Edgemead. 1 being we're a semi-stopping service. We don't stop at
Benton,
all stations.
Benton Bridge, Hampton Hargate, Waternewton, Leighton, Stepford Road,
We don't stop at all
Leighton
stations
City,
on the way.
and
Only some.
Edgemead. This train is formed of 5 coaches.
So far, pretty good stopping areas here. But we're a 1 because we don't stop at all stations on the way there.
Edgemead. The next station is
So we didn't
Coxly.
stop at Angel Pass. We're not stopping at Upper Staplow. You know, we're skipping a couple of the limited service stations. That's what constitutes a 1. Now, Willow to Lynn,
Platform 3 for
Willowfield
the
to Lynn by the Sea
0724
is a
Stepford Connect.
9 head code. It starts as a 9.
Welcome on board this Stepford Connect service to
That's one of the few
Edgemead.
that actually is a
The next station
9 head
is
code. At least
Coxly.
I think still. Okay. For Connect. I think that's one of the few Connect ones I think that still has a 9 head code. I'm not sure if they've ever changed those. But if it's still the same, it will be a 9 head code, 9L, whatever the last few numbers are. Cruising. Alright, let's go ahead and slow our train down.
Shortly be arriving at Coxly. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Slow right on down.
Service to Edgemead. Calling at Benton, Benton
Awesome.
Bridge,
Right
Hampton
on down.
Hargate,
Awesome.
Waternewton, Leighton, Stepford Road, Leighton City, and Edgemead. This train is formed of 5 coaches.
Ooh, just a little bit over, that's okay. And it's not by a bunch.
This is
It's,
Coxly.
yeah, more or less
This
about.
train is for Edgemead. The next station is
I think we'll just only do the 1 journey though, just because I don't want to take 50 minutes to an hour. I almost said 60 minutes. It's the same, but I don't want to take that long on a video.
Platform 1 for the
Knock the signal down now.
0727 Stepford Connect.
Because I know if I don't, they're gonna blast past the damn signal.
This Stepford Connect service to Edgemead. The next station is Benton.
It always happens. People always blast past that signal. Tailing a train. People always blast past that signal on platform 1. At least in my experiences, anyway. Ding. Ooh. Oh, that's 45. I was like, is that the 30 limit? 801, a regular 801. We got pushed over by a track. I think we're going on 7. We going on 6 or 7? 6.
Will shortly be arriving at Benton.
Because that's
Change
1,
here
that's
for
2,
services
that's 3,
to
that's 4, that's 5,
Connolly,
that's 6, 7,
Esterfield,
8
Farley,
is down
Greenslade,
this way as well.
Morganstown,
7 and 8 down here.
Newry, Port Benton,
9,
and Airport Terminal
10,
2.
11, 12, 13.
Please
Right down
mind
that
the
way.
gap between the train and the platform.
All platforms are reversible in both directions. At least they are set up to be that way.
This is Benton. This train is for Edgemead.
Platform
next
5
station is
for the
Benton
0729 Stepford Connect service to Port Benton. Calling at Port Benton only. This train is formed of 5 coaches.
Alright, let's go ahead and depart. Next train's coming in on the platform next to mine. Right here on 5. But yeah, we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Welcome on board.
9 turns up there at
Service
9's
to
terminating.
Edgemead.
My bad. Because I was 8,
We will be calling
10, 11,
at
12, 13.
Benton Bridge,
9's
Hampton
terminating
Hargate,
platform.
Wharton Newton,
For
Leighton Stepford Road, Leighton
your
City,
Benton Express trains.
and Edgemead. The next station is Benton Bridge.
9 is the terminating platform for your Stepford Express, your Benton Express trains for Stepford Express. Yes, there's a Stepford Express route that has just Stepford Central, St. Helens Bridge, and Benton. That's it. I don't have a problem with it. It's a nice little express run. Maybe in my personal opinion, though, it should have been restricted. It should
We
be
will
restricted
shortly
to
be arriving at Benton Bridge.
the
Change here for services to
It should
Stepford
be
Airport
restricted
Central.
to
Please
smaller
mind the gap
trains
between the
instead of
train
bigger
and the
trains.
platform.
Like have them like maybe 220, 221, and 801 specific trains instead of the long trains. Because I feel like
Calling at
having the long
Hampton
trains terminate
Hargate,
there is
Wharton Newton, Leighton
a bit
Stepford
too
Road,
unrealistic in my
Leighton
opinion.
City, and Edgemead.
But that's just me.
This train
I'm not
is
a dev.
formed of 5 coaches.
But, you know, people have their own taste. I just don't see it. I just don't see a good reason to have an 11-car train terminating, just doing a Stepford Central to Benton run.
The next station
not that far.
is Hampton Hargate.
At least in terms of distance. In terms of the train, it's not that far. Like, I feel like those ones could be set for just the smaller trains, just to keep them, just to keep the smaller trains and use for people who want to do that. But people can use the longer trains for the longer runs, like going out to Newry
Welcome
Harbor
on
and
board
whatnot.
this
Yeah, that's fine.
Stepford service.
Toby's Blinders. Yeah, just a company, fake company there, of course. You got a nuclear power plant right here, though. Yeah, nuclear power plant. The only reason I can't tell is because the smokestacks here. Or the
Shortly
towers.
be arriving at Hampton Hargate. Please mind the gap between the
They're
train
used all
and
over
the
the world
platform.
for energy, because uranium takes a while to, like, decompose, I guess? I don't know. I'm not a science expert. I just know they're a lot more sustainable than everything else. That's why whenever I play City Skylines, I try and get nuclear power plants. Like, almost instantly, whenever I unlock them. Because they don't only give you the most power output at 640 megawatts, but also it does it's it doesn't create ground pollution. It's technically earth sustainable, like a renewable resource in a way. It's not, but I'm not sure how renewable. I think it's uranium. How renewable uranium is. But yeah, I don't know. That's just me though.
Service to
I'm no
Edgemead.
expert.
The
Don't
next
call me an
station
expert either. I'm not an
is
expert at this.
Water Newton.
I'm just here driving a train on Roblox. That's it. I'm just here driving Connect train on Roblox. That's it. Just trying to yap for while I'm driving. Not trying to fill some of the gap in, I guess. Just so it's not sitting where, like, you're not sitting here awkwardly listening to my shenanigans while I drive. There's no warning or anything, by the way. I thought it was actually like right here when 65 hit. I forgot it was that all the way up there. I still don't like it how they don't give you any warnings for stuff like that. But on the mainline stuff they do, what do you not care about that much about Connect or something like that? They're still important too because they connect everyone together. Connect literally stands for its meaning. It connects everyone up. They go to almost every single station on the map, apart from Airlink and Waterline. They go to apart from the Airlink and Waterline specific stations, they go to every single station on the map. Express is just a faster version of Connect. What's up?
We will shortly be arriving at Water Newton.
I do like it that it does tell you
Please
the
mind the
platform
gap
here.
between the train and the platform.
Sorry, I haven't played with this new UI at all. It's just whenever I come in here and drive, I just drive. I know the keybinds.
Of 5 coaches.
That's the thing is, like, I know the keybinds to driving, dispatching, and guarding. Signaling, not yet. I'm not a signaler in the game. I would like to be one, but the applications aren't out yet. But I didn't know you could click that. Nice.
This
Awesome.
is Water Newton.
This is
This train is for
next
Edgemead.
signal and the mileage ahead, right there.
The next station
There's your
is
horn,
Leighton
schedule,
Stepford Road.
camera, map. door control. Lock and unlock the door here. Well, it's a door lock. That's door opening. I guess technically this would be door open. This would be the door operation control. This is the locking mechanism. So you would unlock the doors, then open it. At least I think.
This Stepford Connect service
I'm not a
to
native.
Edgemead.
I'm not a United
The
Kingdom
next
native
station
or anything
is
like that.
Leighton Stepford Road.
I don't know anything about these ones. All I know is whenever I drive in, I don't have train sim world on here. But when I've played it before, I can't remember. I haven't driven the European trains in a while, so I can't remember if locking and unlocking triggers the door opening and closing on these ones. I assume it does, but I'm not 100% sure. So if there's any United Kingdom people who would like to comment on that, that would be nice. I do know on the class 43, you have to open the doors manually. The driver can unlock and
Please mind
lock
the
them.
gap. We will shortly be arriving at Leighton Stepford Road. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Oh, I've been going slow this time. That's okay. No, at least I think, you can correct me on that too as well. If the class 43
This train is formed
or
of
the high-speed
5
train in
coaches.
this game, the HST, I believe that one, when the driver unlocks it, the passengers have to open it manually. Like I said, correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't ever ridden on one of the trains in real life, so I can't tell you. Obviously, I can look it up, but train is stopped. What do you mean? The train is stopped.
This Leighton Stepford Road.
The train is stopped.
This train is for Edgemead. The next station is Leighton City.
I do like it that it does tell you the platform that you're going on now, though. Especially in something like here, where you could either be going on 2 or 3. They connect to both. Surprisingly enough, it's not that busy in the Leighton area. It's usually busier than this. I'm surprised.
Welcome on board.
Well,
this
the server
service to
the server that
Edgemead.
I'm in may not be that full. I just click play and just let it randomly choose a server for me, unless I want a specific
We
server.
will shortly be arriving at Leighton City. Change here for services to Leighton West and Lynn by the Sea. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Oh, I'm not going up to Leighton West. No, I'm heading to Edgemead, not Leighton West. There's a 2 to 4 marker, 5 to 6 just right after it, with HST 2+4. Two plus 4/5. They extended the stations, so the used to be the HST
Leighton
before
City.
the long trains.
This train is for
2+4
Edgemead.
was its own, and 2+5
The
was right
next
up there.
station is Edgemead.
It used to be 2+5 was at the end over there, and 2+4 I think was right here. Now with the longer platforms, 2+4 and 2+5 can be right here. While the longer trains, of course, can have to, depending on it, have to come up all the way over here. As you can see, SCR HST. But yeah, Leighton West and Leighton City, that's
Edgemead. The next station is Edgemead.
that's up this way. That's up that way somewhere. Right there, I think. I think that's the river. I think that's where that is. That disruption is. Cool. Full send. We're only a mile away though, so it won't make any difference. But you know, full send, full beans. We're terminating, so whenever we're done, I think that'll just be it. I'm at 40 minutes right now. I'll try to hold it forever. Break, because we are dropping to a 60. Because we're going off on the platform 1.
Will shortly be arriving at
Break even further because
Edgemead.
we are actually stopping here.
Change here for services to Rayleigh Bay and West Wyvern. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This train terminates here. All change, please.
Yeah, it's just gonna terminate. I'm not gonna change ends. This 31-minute video. I'm not gonna worry about going further. Perfect. On the money. On the money right there.
Edgemead. This train terminates here. All change, please. Thank you for travelling with us
Alright.
today.
Platform 3 for the 07. Stepford Connect. Service to Leighton West.
I'm just gonna
Call
turn that off real quick. Just so I don't get hit with copyright music again. But that is it. As they stated, thank you for traveling. You all have a good, fine rest of your morning, day, evening, night, wherever time is in the world for you. And yeah, see you next time. Next time may actually just be the Willowfield to Lynn by the sea in the 444. Anyways, peace out.